ultimate system really well, he's just gonna, kick your butt. So,
Absolutely.
But, yeah, I think. But no, all jokes aside, though, like yes, when you're a commentator, it's just like, you know what, this is all right, man. Like, I'm about to go talk anyway. I'm gonna go commentate, whatever. But yeah, all jokes aside, though, we got our two players right here getting ready to lock in, and these are two characters that, again, we have seen quite a bit of. You know, we haven't seen too many wonky matches. I want to say the Falco Plant was probably the most one-off.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
This is, Daisy, Palutena. Let's go ahead and jump right into it.
All right, man. We're going to be seeing the Daisy of all things. It's not a character you don't see very often, but Strike out here going to make it work against the Palutena. Now, I do know that Strike does know this matchup pretty well. In fact, we do have a couple Palutena players and a couple secondaries, too. So definitely going to know what he's doing going into this match. Let's see if he can capitalize it here against xRed, or if xRed's going to just kind of take it and stomp over him.
Well, let's see how it all unfolds right here as this match kicks off. Both sides really trying to keep it neck and neck. xRed, of course, using a lot of that short hop nair to put some percent on. This is what you got to do versus Daisy and Peach. They start floating. They start, kind of hovering towards you. Just put out a multi-hit option. Try to keep them at bay. Now, when they get forward air happy, that's when you really got to dig deep because I got to be honest, as much as I love Palutena's design as a character, she don't want to see Princess Peach or Princess Daisy in the forward air department. You need to cool it.
Definitely not. Ooh, I do want to point out we're playing Box Daisy.
Yeah.
So definitely got some interesting tech that you'll start to notice, like the little micro interactions from Strike that I know all too well from playing against him. Let's see what he can do here against xRed. Has him at the corner. Okay, xRed continuing his stage control, using a lot of explosive flame to put on some pressure. Yeah, keeps going with the explosive flame yet again. Has him in the corner once more. Okay.
Hey, it's back to the ledge, too. Yeah, and I like that great parry. Palutena, I was talking about Palutena in the corner in comparison to like Roy and Kron and Cinnamon and stuff. Like she certainly has some really scary options. Of course, down till we'll rinse and repeat a situation, and of course after that I got forward air, I got back air, I got whatever good on Strike right there to just remain as solid as possible. In a game like Ultimate where somebody can toss out an invincible move at you, and to parry it, I think that shows where your mental's at. So clean stuff on Strike, but that explosive flame is on the horizon.
Yeah.
Really trying to cook this princess up.
And then continuously putting each other in the corner over and over again. Both players looking for this first stock, knowing how critical it's going to be to this entire first game and their whole entire set. But xRed going to take it up with the back throw. Okay. Let's see how Strike's going to answer back here. Going into the second stock. Gets that nair. Very dangerous place to be in. And this is where Palu kind of starts to cook, right? It has a lead, has you at low percent, now continuing into the mid percent. Very scary positioning to be if you're Strike.
Yeah, that's facts.
Oh, goes high.
Oh, my God. Okay.
No punish.
No punish. A rare miss right there. I'm not exactly sure what was coming to that, but Strike right now getting a little bit more hands with the other side, too. Again, xRed knows they have the lead. When they get close, they feel like they can, come in and press buttons. You still have short hop nair. Dash attack does get it done. Now, I would say 61% is a pretty, solid size deficit, but a character design like Daisy, if she gets in once, she can certainly chop this lead in half, or if not, even it up. Oh, my God. Or even it up. But Palutena has tools that not only pin Daisy down, but also use like explosive flame and auto reticle to keep resetting her recovery off stage. Okay, there's one. Nice. Up tilt.
Okay.
Safe, but a little too safe, though. Showed him a little bit too much respect on that air dodge.
Yeah.
Like after that up tilt, that was your time to party it up. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Messed up with the air dodge. You see Strike kind of beating himself up over that one. Knows that he made a mistake, but it's okay, man. You kind of have to continue it on. Don't let the pressure of the stage get to you. Let's see what he can go. I mean, he does have the stitch. See what he can find with it.
Uh-oh.
This is time to cook, man.
Okay.
We got the turnips. Let's see what we can make with it. Let's make a stew.
That's right. In the kitchen right now. It feels like it's only really been Palutena that's been bringing the heat with that explosive flame play. There's the short hop nair. Another one. No platform fun for you. Strike very smart right there to keep the movement options down to a minimum on that top platform. Back up. And I feel like, we're just seeing like a very, very slow pace. And I guess, sometimes slow and steady wins the race. But we're seeing a much slower pace, style of Daisy here right now. And I feel like that's just due to, again, the matchup from Palutena. Can't quite press as many buttons on her as you probably would like to.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's also kind of the player that Strike is. He is a little bit more of a patient kind of player. He's the type of guy that will time you out his local.
Well, I mean, sometimes you have to.
Yeah, he has zero issues with it. So he is like a little bit more of the slow, patient gameplay, but he can be explosive, as you can see. Not too far off from bringing this back to a one-stock game. Let's see what we can find as he has him in the corner.
Yeah, but this stock is well done right here. If there's ever a time to make a play, it's certainly now. You got the corner on lock. A little late off the run off top platform to the back here. I do like that, but xRed was able to kind of escape right up underneath. Another parry. I don't know what Strike's, parry history is with Palutena. Maybe it's the fact that, you know, that back air is as big as it is or whatever, but pretty much on point for the parries here. But because of the nature of the move, you're not going to be able to do much after it. So
Right.
Strike looking good, though.
Yeah, looking for some sort of big opening here off the down tilts. Find some minor hits here. Let's see if he can continue it going. Has him on the back foot a little bit. You notice that Strike's starting to pick up a pace a little bit and start, oh, look, there's another parry continuing on the pressure. Then you see xRed starting to slow things down a little bit. With, wow, the turn-up game and the grab brings it back, and now he's in the lead. Just like that. That's the kind of thing that Princess Daisy can do.
That's right.
Bring the damage.
She is turning it up right now. 2% difference between both of these two talented players. Again, another backer, Explosive Flame, forcing an awkward recovery. Has to go for the parasol. Nothing off the up smash. Do like the attempt. You're not going to be able to jump or roll through that one. So very smart to use at the ledge. Yeah, very antsy.
Not going to lie. But xRed, really great position to be in. Has Strike on the back foot. Yeah. Wow, the mix-ups here. Both players not taking an inch.
All right. Yes, again, more back here in the corner. You know, it might seem like a lame option, but if I have an invincible any move, best believe I'm tossing it out, especially if I got you pinned in the corner, my friend. Nice.
Not quite.
Okay, Toad coming out to help. Mr. Saturn in hand. You can't, don't shield that.
We have a minute left on the time clock, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
I was talking about timeouts, but I don't think we're going to get there. Dash attack just not quite enough. A few percent off. Goes for the Explosive Flame. Not quite going to make it back. Strike going to take that in an intense game number one between these both competitors.
Yeah, I feel like in a last-ditch effort, maybe felt like, okay, there's a good chance. Chance I won't be able to recover properly enough, but Explosive Flame might be able to catch her moving. She's doing a lot of short hop, you know, float canceling at the ledge. She might run into the fire. She might get cooked, but in that case right there, good things do come to those who wait. Strike said, look, man, my name is Strike, not because I want to strike first, but because I strike at the right times, okay? And that's what it's all about. Not to take anything away from xRed, the Palutena play was very good, and I like the fact that, you know, there are certain times where I feel like he decided to get really aggressive, then there's times where he decided to dial it back, you know. Towards the center of the stage, boom, turn it up. You know, the boxing match category certainly went to Palutena, but I feel like when it came to the corner control, I feel like he maybe dialed it back just a little bit too much. Again, the ledge trapping from Palutena feels second to none. I'd like to see him lean into that a bit more.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with you. I think I noticed that moments of greatness from xRed when he had the advantage state, but once he started to get hit a couple times, you kind of started to see a little bit of impatience from him. And so I'd like to see xRed kind of just take his time. He knows that Palutena is a strong neutral character, can kind of make Daisy come to him. So I'd like to see a little bit more of that coming from xRed into game number 2. We're going to small battlefield, and let's get it.
Let's go ahead and get it. Crowd's coming alive. That's right. Early in the morning here in the West Coast, a little later in the afternoon in all the other time zones, but Princess Daisy said it is time to shine, and they are doing just that 70%. Right here. Strike is turning it up. xRed said, I'm out of here. See ya.
Sir.
And this is good, too. I want to see more auto reticle and more Explosive Flame specifically. I feel like we've seen a little bit of that in the last game. Strike didn't run into it, but it was a good option off stage for a character like Peach or Daisy, excuse me, who can, you know, float around out there for what feels like forever. You know, Explosive Flame and auto reticle kind of forces her to play your game a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely agree with it. But now you're seeing a little bit of back and forth from both our competitors. It was all Strike at the beginning of the match, but now xRed's kind of chipping his way in and finding some more openings, more and more. Has him in disadvantage. Let's see what's... he just died. He's just gone.
He's gone.
He's just dead.
Blink of an eye.
Yep. And wow, good stuff to xRed, bringing it all the way back, kept his composure, and found the right hits, the right time. More auto reticle. Yep.
Nothing off the down tilt. This is good.
Palutena with a lead is exactly where you want to be. Already has him at 47%. That's all up to Strike to find some sort of big hit.
Well, and I think, too, xRed did a lot of, like, playing out of shield in the last game. Maybe this is, like, the type of Palutena play he wants. Like, you know, it works obviously better when you have the lead in any aspect of fighting game, anything. But, yeah, you know, I feel like, again, I got the lead right now. Now you have to kind of, you know, approach me aggressively. I got dash attack to stop you in your place. I got back here. If you try to back off, I got Explosive Flame as well, too. Very good. Force him back into the corner. And that's another thing, too, about Explosive Flame and auto reticle. There are moments where I feel like, you know, Daisy can kind of hover above or around Palutena back to the stage. Auto reticle and Explosive Flame forces them to go to the ledge every time and play this game now.
Yep. And then with Palutena having you in the corner, definitely something you don't want to be. Okay. Has him in the corner yet again, and this is where xRed's been doing a really great job just keeping him disadvantaged, playing side to side on the whole stage. And now you see Yeah, you can tell Strike's getting a little impatient for this kill. 150, about to be lapped in percent, and potentially another stock. And you can definitely tell that Strike's getting a little impatient, man. I'd like to see him just take his time, knows that Palutena is not the kind of character you can kind of force a hit out of. You have to find and choose your moments. Otherwise, you get backered into the corners such as that.
Oh, yeah.
3 stocks to 1.
Yeah, Palutena is a woman of class, all right?
Yes.
She's like, look, I'll attack when I'm ready to attack. Trust me, all right? I'm in no particular rush.
Oh, man, a lot of flubs coming out from Strike.
Okay.
But finally takes that first stock. Now, we do know that Strike has these low percent combos.
I love this audience, man. You know, I got to say, you know, not to veer off too much, but I love the audience, you know, Mike. You know, when commentary's out here with the people, you get that energy. You really get to see what makes these tournaments, So beautiful stuff right here. Let's see if they got enough cheer right here to bring their boy out of this deficit. Love that forward air strike. Looking good. Turn up right now in the corner. Okay, nice. The drift away Nair. Again, Nair's such a solid move, of course. Not as strong as it used to be, but, I mean, when it comes to, again, backing a character like Daisy off of you, I mean, it's certainly needed. There's Reflect. That turnip belongs to you, good lady.
Reflect, not a move you see very often, but xRed still putting every tool in his arsenal against Strike here. And you can see he's still slowing it down, taking his time, picking and choosing his moments. Has him in the corner yet again.
Okay. Short hop back here.
Strike
and
struggling to find his way out. Gets the side B to get out of the corner.
Okay, and this is good too here on xRed, just to play the middle of the stage.
Nice.
I feel like when Palutena's up in the middle of Battlefield, you have the opportunity to go for like back air and forward air, you know, right up underneath that top platform, so you can't jump off of that for free anymore if you're Daisy. And of course, you won't be able to roll through Palutena, at least not for free. So, that's going to be it.
Cooked up.
Oh,
wow.
I spoke too soon. We have a donor. I called it too soon. My bad, y'all.
Okay. Going to be able to make his way back out of here. 134. Yeah,
bye.
shield was low.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, good stuff to xRed, keeping his advantage. Very, very strong stuff to xRed, picking it all the way back up from game number 1. Definitely felt and understood his mistakes from the first game. And like you were saying, stopped playing out of shield a lot and started just being more of the aggressor, right? Making Strike play his game, starting to put on a lot of pressure with the back airs, making sure that he used auto reticle to stop Daisy when she was in the air, and then making sure that it went to ledge like you were saying. So good stuff to xRed. Let's see if we can see the adjustments from Strike. Strike is a player I do know to adjust if necessary, and you have the whole crowd backing him right here.
Yeah, facts. I think, you know, Palutena, you know, we talk about Snake and characters kind of like him that are, once they get the lead, they just become impossible to do it. I would almost go as far to say that Palutena is somewhere in that same hemisphere. Maybe not to the degree of Snake, because he's just a completely different animal in that regard. But Palutena's kind of similar, man. I mean, she has the ability to go toe-to-toe with a lot of characters in the game. Obviously not the fastest lady, but, you know, she certainly has some frame data. But what makes her a little different is that you have stuff like dash attack. You know, your options, you know, when you've created yourself a little bit of distance, now she becomes kind of tough to deal with. You got backer as well, you know, a lot of her aerials. And then those fine moments where you finally get up close, now you're getting nared. You're getting nared, or you're caught in a corner right now, and Palutena just becomes kind of this really turtley defensive style character, and I think we've seen that a little bit more from xRed. Kind of, in a lot of ways, you know, taking a page out of Strike's book, you know, that kind of playing the slow game. And I think Strike played that really well. xRed just kind of played his game better than him. So game number 3 is here. First game 3 here of this whole pools block.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And what a set has been. It's been kind of going the long route for both these players. Both these competitors like to take their time and slow down neutral to a crawl, but definitely been to their advantage. And you see Strike starting off really, really strong, striking with some fire in his eyes, and now has him at 90% already, and that's the same position he was in the last game. But just like last game, xRed was willing to bring it back just like that. Now, trying to find some sort of nair action. But wow, Strike doing a great job keeping him in the corner, using, and to me the theme that I keep noticing is that when Strike has a turnip in his hand, he seems to be controlling the neutral a lot better. When he doesn't, he's been struggling to keep toe-to-toe with xRed's hitboxes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just kind of like the beauty of like fighting against a character like Palutena, is that she can get real turtley with you, but if you have like a banana peel, a turnip, or something, you know, something that gives you that access point in. I mean, without that, Daisy pretty much just has, like, you know, dash attack, short hop. There, basically what I'm saying is that she has to get handsy with Palutena in order to get anything done. But Turnip gives her a little bit of leeway, not a lot right now, because stuff like this happens. The wings are winging right now. Okay, off the mark here ever so slightly, but maybe showing signs of what's to come. Again, Every time, Strike is finding himself off stage, that auto reticle and explosive flame forced them to, burn that jump early. Oh my God, and then narrowly escaping the explosive flame. As you know, that move lasts quite a bit of time, but there's the forward air.
Yeah, definitely strong stuff, and another strong start in the second stock from Strike. He is struggling to find these kills, but the damage is not coming hard to him at all. Definitely noticing his combo game is on point today.
You gotta have them strings. There it is.
There's the turnip play I was talking about.
Oh, okay, off the mark on the second backer. But yeah, I'm glad you brought up, just how important the turnip is here in this match, and can't ignore how important backer is in any match with Palutena. That's invincible. But what's he gonna do about that?
Backer out of shield to continue under pressure.
Wait a minute.
Mike should be able to make it back.
Okay, she said, I got wings for a reason.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Look, more turnips. Yes, more turnips all the time. We're gonna be cooking up. And there, great positioning from Strike. Has him in the corner with the back air, not quite enough.
Okay.
Going for the snipe.
Right, I like that. It's either Z dropping the turnip in the corner or throwing them down, just trying to mess up Palutena's recovery. Oh my God,
grab.
Look at the footwork too.
And covering a lot of options, yeah. Strike's making sure, or xRed's making sure that he's not out of this game quite yet.
And this is what I was exactly talking about. Palutena with the lead becomes impossible, it feels. She knows that you are really trying to approach her as carefully as possible, and even as careful as you can be.
Nice.
You just cannot work around just the down tilts in the corner. And then, of course, if I read which way you're going to roll out of there, I got dash attack to catch you on the opposite side. So this is really clean stuff right here, man, from xRed. Strike, though, finally finding one, and at 58.5%. This ain't out of the realm of possibility, as
Definitely
you can hear
not.
from the crowd behind us.
Okay.
Ah!
This is where xRed makes his money when he has him in the corner. Let's see if he can take this stock and bring it back to a one-stock game. Or does Strike have something to say about that? I'd love to see him find his footing, get center stage, and pull out another turnip if possible, because that's where he's been making his money.
He's working on some borrowed time right here, man. If you're going to pull one out, you got to pull it out quick. Like that attempt there, up smash in the corner, such a strong option.
Yeah,
especially for people who are trying to go for like neutral get up specifically, but it's a little too far away from the ledge at that time for it to matter. Turnip in hand, though. xRed has a second lease on life, or excuse me, Strike has a second lease on life, and trying to end the one right here of xRed. Back air, explosive flame, forcing a low recovery.
This is time. This is xRed's time to make something happen here. Can he find it? Or is Strike going to continue his advantage into this second game? Or third game, I'm sorry. But wow, has him in the corner yet again. More turnip play. And you'll see Strike starting to come alive with his movement, pick and choose his options, but finds the grab. xRed yet again has Strike in the corner.
Right. Back on.
F-tilt's
going to do it.
70%.
This is good. This ain't bad right here. xRed, look at
there.
Oh my God. And look, I was even looking at the matchup properly. I completely spaced that. Strike had a whole other stock. This is actually a little out of control here for xRed. My bad.
Okay. Look at that spacing. The dash back into the side B. Okay, catches the spot dodge with the dash attack. Great place to be in if you're Strike.
Down there in the corner. Yes, that's right. If you're Strike, good spot to be in for sure. Another backer. Keeping it.
And the stitch. We have the stitch. You are scared if you are xRed in the corner right now, loses that stitch, but nonetheless, 143. This is nothing that's not out of the realm of possibility. If you're xRed, just needs one or two good more interactions, but with the forward throw.
That's right. Okay, looking to bring these
and the back here should be enough.
That's right.
Yes, it is. What a match from both our competitors. Strike going to take that over xRed 2-1, and the crowd popping off for their boy.
Right. Beautiful stuff right there to both of those individuals. I mean, that is what you like to see when it comes to ultimate gameplay. That's what you want to see. You want to see people adjust on the fly, you know what I'm saying, and start to figure things out. And I think Strike did just that. xRed, of course, had a pretty solid game plan going into that match. I think